Hi, welcome back to the channel, Splits 1944. In a previous video, we were looking at an M35 helmet, weren't we, that we bought, and discussing, obviously, the stuff we looked at before buying it,
Yeah.
And that was a helmet with its factory paint. Now, helmets with factory paint are easier than helmets that haven't still got the factory paint, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, it's helmets that have been overpainted during the war, it's more difficult to tell if they will or not. I mean, we haven't really got any camouflage, what I'd say, truly camouflage, normally camouflage helmets in our collection, have we?
Yeah.
I tend to stay away from camouflage helmets personally, just because they're too heavily faked these days.
Yeah.
Unless you've got one you know has come from a veteran or something, then, or you're really an expert. There is some people who really know their stuff in camouflage helmets. We're not that person. Yeah. I'm very good at telling original paint, factory paint. I'm quite good at telling, like, where they've been overpainted, obviously, just with a darker field grey.
Yeah.
That's where I specialise in. I certainly, camouflage helmets are not my subject, to be honest with you. So I don't really tend to buy them. Yeah. Anyway, this is carry on. So now let's say these two helmets in front of us, both of them have been overpainted, but during the war. Yeah. So when I'm going to buy these, it's the same as like last time. You're going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a look. Yeah. And first thing we were looking at is a lot number again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look at them lot numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, we're just like, you need to do this, yeah? So let's pick up this one here. Right, so first I'll pick it up. It's an M35 helmet, I can see that. Yeah. Sorry, Alex told me to bring it into shot. So,
there we go.
So an M35 helmet, okay, that's nice.
Lovely.
It's been overpainted during the war, which is quite common.
Yeah, so there's no decals showing.
I can see an apple green paint underneath, yeah. It's been painted over with field grey, and obviously both sides I can see where there was original decals.
Yeah, but they've been overpainted.
Overpainted, so that's quite common, wasn't it? That's what we used to do. Yeah. Let's have a look at the liner. So I'll turn it over. Have a look. Okay,
It's a nice liner.
Nice double band liner in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aluminium band. Original chin strap with the alloy buckle. Nice. I think that's all how it should be, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check the. If I don't know if we can see that again. I'm going to check. Oh, I've done this in the last one. I still couldn't see it. I'm going to make sure that the pins themselves and the washers haven't been touched, all nice and flat.
Yeah.
Unfolded. Yeah, just how they were from the factory, basically. Because a lot of times, if someone's been messing about, you can see they've been bent backwards and forwards a few times.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So the first thing we do again, I'll do lot number. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I can't actually see. Right, it's on that bit of ticket. Hold on. So let's have a look.
There we go. He may be like...
Right, okay, hold on. So, 4621, right? So I'd have looked that up, 4621, yeah?
Yeah.
And the manufacturer's ET, and the size 64, right, put it down there now.
Yeah.
Right, so, again, exactly the same as I'd go on I was speaking in the previous video about German, or helmet.com, German Helmet Vault, for all the decals and that, yeah?
Yeah.
Buy Nice's book, so I'm going to use Buy Nice's book now, look up all the information.
Yeah.
And that would come back as an ET double decal army helmet. Should be parade green finish.
Yeah.
Which it would have been originally. You can see the apple green paint there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been overpainted World War II.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was often happened with a dark field grey, because obviously a lot of times with the parade finish, obviously it was a bit too shiny.
Yeah.
And so they did often paint it out, and they weren't worried about the decals. Obviously, a lot of times just painted over them. To be honest, I would have done as well, because obviously two great big badges inside your helmet. You have to that camouflage, really, is it? When you're sticking your head up, it's the main thing you stick up, and you've got two great big badges stuck on the side.
I know, yeah.
It's not really ideal. Yeah, I mean, so again, I say in the previous video went into more detail about it, but that's what it's about. So I'm then happy. I think, oh, okay, right, it all corresponds with that helmet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I'd expect, because I know that from doing all my research previously that the ET helmets, their early M35 helmets, double deckers, were an actual apple green, so I know that's the right colour underneath. I've seen plenty online, as I say, use these websites. I've seen plenty online of overpainted helmets. I know it's like the right sort of colour field grey.
Yeah.
It looks original. Look at the wear. Look at everything about it, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
The liner hasn't been out, hasn't been tampered with. It's a bit loose, but that's just for wear. With the aluminium lines, they wear a bit on the actual pins because it's been used for the whole war. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So the helmet itself, I think I did put on this tag. Hold on, I did actually do more research. See, this is beautiful research, yeah. So I did do more research, and with that lot number, it was made between January 1940 and March 1940. Yeah.
Yes.
So that helmet's been around since 1940, and it's probably been through the whole war being used by somebody. So that's why it's so worn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So last one we'll look at here is an M42 helmet. Now again, it's been overpainted, yeah,
You're right.
during the war. So, I mean, I can see it's got a lovely patina to it. I can see that, but if you're a new collector, you might not. But so this is why it's so important to do. Or, have a look at it. Look at as many originals as we can. Watch our videos as well. Look at our helmets. Look at the original paint, how it is. Yeah. Right. So again, the first thing I'll do is turn it over. Right. I'm going to look at the lot number, and the lot number
is 2527.
2527. Right. So I'm going to search that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the guy's original name in there, isn't it? Oh, and in here. But anyway, so sorry. I'd get carried away. I just start talking about other stuff normally. Yeah. So already, so inside, I can see now this colour in here. Right, it's the CKL 64. This helmet. Now we have a few CKL 64s, don't we? Or CKL helmets. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to do another video about that. We've got 3 single decker ones, haven't we?
Yeah.
Where the paint colour's almost the same on all of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying that's the only paint they ever use, but we should do that video just to have an idea. If you're looking, if you pick one up as a CKL. And it's a single decker, what colour paint should be? Because this is where I'm going with this. So this colour paint I recognise instantly from the other CKL helmets I have, right?
Yeah.
It's got the dome stamp, which is nice. And
lovely, isn't it?
It's got part of the original chin strap, which would be the right steel painted, steel buckle, painted grey, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I check the pins, which I've done. I don't know. It never seems to work. This does it? You never see this. I can never get this the right angle. Anyway, again, they haven't been messed with. So I'm happy with that. So I'm thinking, that's been overpainted. So again, I know now from having so many helmets that colour inside is the typical colour you find in CKO helmets. It's just for doing loads of research and having originals. Now, what I've done, I've checked the lot number again, and it's come back in this. So this would originally have been a single decker helmet.
Yeah.
More than likely, the actual lot number in his book, there's not one for it, but so if there's not one exactly for it, you have to look at all the ones around it, yeah?
Yeah.
And at this time, they were all still single decals. Mainly Army, there was a few SS just slightly higher than lot number, so you're going to have to say, so right, okay, this is probably, not 100%, but probably originally a single decal Army helmet. It's then been, obviously had the decal removed and then painted over during the war.
Yeah.
For more camouflage, basically. And I mean that's so this is that's how I look at helmets and how I try and work out whether they're real or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, even with the overpaint, you just got to look at it. Does it have age to it? Yeah. It's difficult to age. I mean, to make that look like that is very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would take a lot of work to try and age it and make it look very difficult to do, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen lots out there that people have tried to do it and they stand at a mile. Once you know what you're looking for, not if you're a new collector. I had a friend of mine bring me a helmet. That was a CKL, and he bought it recently. And he said to me, "Oh, I bought a Kriegsmarine single decker M42 helmet." So straight away, I'm thinking Kriegsmarine M42 single decker. Christ, that's rare, because they are. Because Kriegsmarine single decker M42 helmets are quite a rare helmet, aren't they?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. There wasn't that many produced compared to Army and SS, etc. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as I even see him walking from the car with it, I'm already thinking myself, the paint doesn't look right. It's not the right colour. Because I've seen so many CKL helmets, think that is not the right colour for a helmet with a single deck.
Yeah.
Of course, when he brought it in, unfortunately, I had to give him the bad news. As soon as I looked at it, the paint was the wrong colour. Was it almost like a apple green rather than actually being the dark green, which it was in that time of war. At that point, obviously CKL. The decker was obviously a reproduction. And the actual chin strap was repro, and the liner was reproduction as well. But someone had made quite a good job. So if it's all right for me to say, oh, it's obvious, it wasn't to him, and he's been collecting a long while as well, because someone made such a good job of it. If you were a novice at this, it would fool you. The paint had been done nicely, but I know that's not the right colour paint, factory paint, especially for that era. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So straight away, that was the first red flag, and then you look at all the other bits and you go, actually, that's all wrong. There's nothing. Yeah, the only thing that was real with it was the shell was real.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that was real was the shell. So please just do your research. Yeah. We'll carry on doing these, and hopefully people enjoy them. And just like what I do myself to try and make out it's real or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for today. Anything else, Alex?
Yeah, before you go, remember to like, subscribe, so I get anything else from our collection.
You're right.
Sorry.
A bit croaky.
Comment down below, have a look.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Bye.
Bye.